Not exercising is one of the top problems that can lead to many dangerous diseases and health risks. Exercising is a great way to stay healthy, but without it, you will suffer some great consequences. The speech's purpose is to inform you on what not exercising can do to you and your body and why you should be exercising. Some points that we are going to be going over is chronic diseases, risks of cancer, and heart problems. Starting with chronic diseases, my sources state physical activity/exercise is examined as primary prevention against 35 chronic conditions. In summary, the body rapidly maladapts to insufficient physical activity, and if continued, results in substantial decreases in both total and quantity years of life. Taken together, conclusive evidence exists that physical inactivity is one of the more important causes of chronic diseases. Not exercising is one of the most unhealthy things for you to do, especially in America. Because Americans have so many processed foods and sugary drinks, without exercise and a diet that includes all these unhealthy foods, the rate for chronic diseases such as sarcopenia, metabolic syndrome, obesity, insulin resistance, prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease are much higher than if someone in Europe or Canada were to not exercise. While some people believe that this is the way to staying fit is to not exercise, but instead eating clean and healthy, that is true, but without any physical exertion, your body will still gain that unhealthy weight, which can lead to these chronic diseases like obesity and insulin resistance. My second point is the risk of cancer. In a 2013 meta-analysis of 11 cohort studies and 8 case control studies, individuals who were the most physically active had a 12% lower risk of renal cancer than those who were least active. A pooled analysis of over 1 million individuals found that leisure time physical activity was linked to a 23% reduced risk of kidney cancer. Many studies have shown that physically active women have a lower risk of breast cancer than inactive women. In a 2016 meta-analysis that included 38 cohort studies, the most physically active women had a 12 to 21% lower risk of breast cancer than those who were least physically active. Physical activity has been associated with smaller reductions in risks of breast cancer among most premenopausal and postmenopausal women. Women who increase their physical activity after menopause may also have a lower risk of breast cancer than women who do not. And those points can be found at cancer.gov. Even though exercising decreases the risk of cancer by just a little bit, it is better than having a large risk. Many people who don't exercise might be at full/complete risk for cancer or even cancer-like cells. Now, some people do think that these studies are a joke or that even cancer itself isn't real or it's run by the government. I do believe that because these studies were run by scientists and doctors who are highly educated in cancer and cancer cells, that if they say exercising helps lower the risk, then that's what we should all be doing. If you are at a high risk or even a mediocre risk for cancer, you should be putting in that effort to try to lower that by exercising and just taking care of your body. My third point would be heart problems. My sources say that physical activity can improve insulin sensitivity, alleviate plasma dyslipidemia, normalize elevated blood pressure, decrease blood viscosity, promote ethinyl nitric oxide production, and improve leptin sensitivity to protect the heart and its vessels. Physical activity improves heart health by enhancing the insulin, the leptin sensitivity, and reducing blood pressure, correcting the lipid imbalances, and increasing the nitric oxide productions in blood vessels, which is your oxygen and your white blood cells. And without the physical exercise, all these things would affect your heart in a negative way, leading to overall heart problems like heart attacks, heart clots, blood clots, even heart tumors and cancer. And some people also believe that heart problems are caused by too much salt, too much sugar, just bad eating habits. While that is true and most likely always will be true, exercising is a good way to keep that blood pumping, as people say, and to keep that blood flow to help your heart stay active and stay healthy. In conclusion, what all I have said highlights the importance of exercise, particularly in America where processed and sugary foods are prevalent. A Lack of physical activity raises the risk of chronic diseases such as obesity, diabetes, and heart issues. Although exercise may only slightly lower the risk of cancer, it still offers significant benefits Overall, engaging in physical activity promotes heart health and mitigates the negative effects of an unhealthy lifestyle. Again, we've gone over the 3 points being chronic diseases, risk of cancer, and heart problems. I wish that everybody would genuinely understand how important it is to exercise, even if it's just going for a walk or doing yoga. Get your body moving so your health can improve just as much as your physical body does. As a student athlete, I have to adapt very much, and exercising is one of the ways that I do that. It keeps me from getting stressed, it keeps me from falling behind, and it keeps me from staying unhealthy. So, to all of you out there, I say that exercising is one of the best things you can do for yourself, and if you aren't doing it right now, I say you start now. See ya!